great adventures often begin where well-trodden tourist roads end. In the region of Mindanao in southern Philippines, that road ends in Surigao del Sur, home to over 500,000 warm and gracious people. The province, which borders Surigao del Norte and the Agusan provinces, is best explored by tracing its eastern coastline that faces the Pacific Ocean. The easiest way to reach Surigao del Sur is to take an hour's flight from Manila to Butuan City in neighboring Agusan del Norte, followed by a ride to the southern city of Bislig, where the journey to amazing sights and sounds begins. One of the two lone cities in the province, the so-called booming city by the bay, has all the requisite infrastructure of a modern community, yet it still exudes the quiet, laid-back charm of a small town. Now, the city taps into its wealth of human talent and ingenuity, and the rewards are certainly sweet. Wild honey and homemade peanut butter. These delicacies that woo the taste buds are popular local specialties. Bisliganons also produce handcrafted home and fashion accessories made from organic products, such as rattan and coconut shells. After all, this is a land that Mother Nature has abundantly blessed. And here in Bislig, she has created her pièce de résistance, arguably the country's most breathtaking waterfall. Stretching 95 feet across and rising 50 feet high, Pinoyan Falls has rightly earned the moniker the Niagara Falls of the Philippines. Against a lush forest backdrop, a curtain of water drops in a series of tears, setting the stage for a dramatic show where colors shimmer through veils of mist. Visitors can take a raft and venture as close as they want to this marvel of nature, or admire it from a distance across the footbridge.
Pinoyan is a vernacular word for intentional act. Tuyo unon, you have to come here in Barboanan where Pinoyan Falls is.
Next to sun-dappled waters, cottages tucked onto the surrounding hills offer a cool respite and an opportunity to spot one of the many exotic birds that inhabit the forest. The locals take immense pride in Pinoyan Falls. Every day, a crew from the village keeps the grounds and the water clean. If you're planning to spend a night in Bislig, the cozy Paper Country Inn would accommodate your needs nicely. Offering friendly rates for as low as $15 a night, the place is ideal for budget travelers. It is also a free Wi-Fi zone. North of Bislig, a river runs pure and deep, its crystalline waters glistening in a stunning shade of blue. They call it the Enchanted River of Hinatuan. Here, where a thick forest towers on one side and a craggy wall of rock rises from a clear basin, it's almost easy to believe that this place is indeed mystical. Folktales tell about two strange women with long blonde hair and a man in green who have been seen walking on water before vanishing into thin air. Spirits are believed to guard this river, which is also why no one dares swim in it after sunset. The 600-meter-long river also teems with a variety of fish. At scheduled times during the day, visitors gather around the lagoon to witness a feeding frenzy. These scaly freeloaders may shy away from a complimentary meal. However, the natives claim that no one has ever caught one of these creatures by hand or by spear. Myth or magic, what is certain is the irresistible allure of this local wonder, a secluded oasis that invites visitors for a refreshing dip. Divers brave enough to explore its depths would find jets from underground springs and hidden caves that tunnel for several kilometers. After a swim, visitors can relax and enjoy their packed lunch in shaded tables near the river. The town of Hinatuan is also a model for green environment. In 2010, it was declared winner of the Zero Basura Olympics, a nationwide search for towns and cities with the most innovative and effective approach to waste management. The proof? It's right here in Hinatuan Eco Park. It's not only a popular spot for locals who want to unwind and bask in the cool breeze, it's also the site where trash is segregated and processed. Here, residual waste is transformed into paving blocks and hollow blocks for building construction. Old tires are recycled into unusual lawn chairs, and biodegradable waste is transformed into fertile compost that nourishes the many mahogany trees in the park.
Sige, ito po yung tinatawag natin indigenous microorganism. Ito po yung hinalo natin sa biodegradable waste natin bago tabunan po ng siren. Ng siren po kasi po ito po yung nag-i-enhance sa decomposition po sa ating biowaste. So, in-estimate po namin na by 3 months, pwede na po harvestin natin yung biodegradable waste natin. Then, after, ibibenta natin at 1 peso per kilo.
Homes and establishments are required to segregate their garbage. Hinatuan also observes a strict no plastics ordinance in public markets. That means bringing your own reusable bag when you go shopping. If you're looking for sandy beaches, plenty of sun, and a little privacy, from Hinatuan is San Augustine, where the Britannia group of islets beckon like jewels in the sea. Rent a pump boat to take you on a tour of the 13 islets, some of them rivaling the best beaches in the country. Each one of them is a unique pocket of paradise. Here, you can laze in the shadow of limestone cliffs or sink your toes into sand as fine as powder. With no crowds and hawkers to hog the view, the islets offer a quiet escape from the rest of the maddening world. There's a place where children gather around an ancient tree, its limbs stretching to the sky, where the folks take what Mother Earth has given and with skilled hands transform them into works of enduring art. In the town of Caguay, a homegrown company with humble roots has made a name for itself by producing objects from ironwood, locally called magkono. It's a sturdy tree that's known for its exceptional density. At VG Lambo Enterprises, craftsmen with years of experience create everything from home accessories to furniture and art pieces. Each item bears the stamp of the artisan's meticulous attention to detail and his mastery over a difficult material. No wonder The products are highly demanded in major cities around the country, like Manila and Cebu. White also produces everyday items fashioned from abaca. The Kabalikat Handicraft Association is a livelihood program for local women who want to earn extra income by weaving abaca fiber into handbags, baskets, and other handicraft. An idyllic seaside town with a deep crescent-shaped coast, Caguay once captivated aviation's most famous figure, Charles Lindbergh. The legendary pilot flew over the white sandy cove during his visit to the country to campaign for wildlife preservation in the 1970s. Amazed by how much it reminded him of the beautiful Waikiki beach in Hawaii, he landed to meet the locals. And soon enough, Caguay White Beach also became known as the Waikiki of the Philippines. A good place to stay while in town is the government-owned inn. It is situated along White Beach, where you can enjoy the sunrise before an invigorating swim. If you're looking for some adrenaline-pumping action, head over to the town of Lanuza. Every year in November, surfing enthusiasts from around the country and as far as Australia converge here to compete in the Lanuza Surfing Festival, held at the sandy bottom surfing ground called Doot Poktoy. The waves barreling in from the Pacific Ocean can swell to 10 feet or more. You can catch one of these rollers and get the ride of your life between October to April. One Australian visitor came to shoot the curls and, well, found Cloud 9. Leaving behind his old life from down under, he built a new one here in Lanuza and turned his passion for the sport into a thriving business. Since he started the green movement, his beautifully crafted boards have been making waves in international markets. Bamboo fortifies the board, while abaca makes it lighter. The boulevard that overlooks Doot Poktoy is, not surprisingly, a favorite hangout spot for surfers and landlubbers alike. A rustic cafe fills up hungry stomachs with sweets and warm treats, like the popular kamoting kahoy or cassava. Next door, a cottage welcomes backpackers for overnight and long stays. If you think Lanuza is just about surfing, it's time to lose those flip-flops and get ready for a walk down the dark side. Just 5 kilometers away, another world exists, where columns of stone hang like sharp fangs in a monster's gaping jaws, where bats, snakes, and 1,000 other nocturnal creatures pray and sleep in a cathedral of stalactites and stalagmites, where a journey down the rocky, slippery unknown is an adventure in itself. In 1942, the adventure was made all the more treacherous for a group of Japanese soldiers who hid within the dripping walls of the Campamento Cave. It was a desperate bid to escape the Americans during the war. Also in Lanuza, the Herrera ancestral home, endearingly named White House, is a repository for charming objects from the past. Built in 1898, the residential museum tells the story of the town's bygone era through Spanish-influenced architecture, obsolete everyday items, and religious artifacts. Before leaving Lanuza, go for a drink or two at the popular Sanctuary Cafe. Sitting in the outskirts of town, the restaurant serves up a selection of fine beverages in a cozy ambiance, the perfect setting to enjoy a panoramic view of the Pacific Ocean. In recent years, Surigao del Sur has been quietly carving itself a niche in eco-conservation. And its poster child is Cantilan, the only town in the 5-municipal region of Carcan-Madcarlan that advocates a firm anti-mining position. In 2011, Cantilan garnered the Blue Pride Award for Inspiring Conservation, given by RARE, a leading American organization that promotes biodiversity in global communities. 2 of its territories were also named finalists in the search for best practices of effectively managed MPAs, or marine protected areas, in the Philippines, a recognition handed out by the MPA Support Network. One of the finalists is Yuki Island, a 30-minute boat ride from the Cantilan port. Fringed with sugar-fine sands and lofty palm trees, the 2-kilometer spit of land in the Pacific Ocean seems to be a place that time forgot. Children greet visitors with an effusive warmth and innocent trust that is foreign to city dwellers. Here, life is simple, but it has its perks. There are no crowded streets. Food is plentiful. And although the school consists of nothing more than 2 classrooms, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better playground than this, the immense and ever-changing sea. These protected waters around Yuki are a flourishing ecosystem where a vast coral garden plays host to a rich and diverse marine life. Only 800 people, or 98 families, live on the island. One of them is a Frenchman who fell in love with the place and decided to claim a slice of paradise. Not far away lies the marine protected area of General Island, the other feather in Cantilan's cap. Guests can set up camp at the Bagong Banwa or Double B White Beach. No trip to Surigao del Sur is complete without a visit to the capital, Tandag. It holds the distinction of also being the former capital of ancient Surigao, a district that sprawled across 2 Surigaos and other areas of the adjacent provinces back in 1650. The best way to see the town is to climb to the summit of Our Lady of Lourdes Grotto. From there, you get a view of the entire city, including the twin islands of Lanuza. These forest-covered mountains are home to colonies of bats, burst out of caves in clouds of black just before the sun sets. By nightfall, Tandag's other nocturnal inhabitants come out to play. Café La Jarra, where you can linger over a cup of flavored coffee with friends and surf online to your heart's content. When the locals want to spend a little more for a lavish meal that hits the spot, they head to the Gold Bar. With its gilded facade, loft-structured interiors, and exposed wooden beams, the restaurant serves up a feast for the eyes as well as the palate. A mouth-watering menu of native and internationally inspired dishes that will please food lovers and non-foodies alike. Tandag is a bustling place for locals who enjoy their own brand of R&R, from the best pizza dive by the river, aptly named Da Port Bar, to the newly opened Gelato Thrill Cafe, a quaint spot for casual bites and seriously good ice cream halo-halo. If you're looking for a place to stay in the city, there's no need to sweat it. Tandag has dozens of accommodations to choose from, including the newest addition, Villa Maria Luisa Hotel. Ideally located in the heart of Tandag, the hotel offers superior amenities in a comfortable, elegant environment. If you prefer a seaside retreat, check in at the Mahayag Beach Resort. Nestled on one end of the cove in the village of Buena Vista, the place is a quiet escape where you can unwind and just let nature work her magic. As she does in Caguait, Hinatuan, and Bislig. In a land familiar to only a few travelers, nature has been profoundly generous, creating beauty and raw magnificence that are uniquely and undeniably Surigao del Sur.